Hello, everyone. Welcome to our season finale or show finale for our community podcast here in Transistors TV. I'm Angel Qinan, a registered nurse, and you're also joined by Ali.
Hi everyone, welcome to our 100th episode of our Trans Sisters TV's Trans Community Podcast. Of course, this is our podcast finale, and we're going to be taking a look back at our past 99 episodes plus today, which culminates the 100th episode. And of course, we're going to be talking about so many great stuff. But first and foremost, thank you so much for being with us here. Don't worry, this is not the end of Trans Sisters TV. It's just the end of the community podcast, but there will be future projects in store for you as well. Back to you, Angel.
Yes, I'm so excited for that. I'm so excited to be more creative and do more stuff. But for the meantime, let's celebrate this 100th episode and and show finale. And let's also join our sister, Miss J. Harley Talks. Welcome back to Los Angeles, California.
Is it just noticeable because of my setup?
Yes.
Oh my
With the
god.
stuffed toys.
So predictable, y'all. Hello, welcome to Transistors TV, the final episode. So excited. Hopefully you could join us and share whatever we're going to share today. It's exciting. My name's Faelnar, Miss J. Harley Talks. Y'all.
Yes.
And while we're waiting for Ate Sonia to join, back to you, Ali. If you are online, please say hi so we can join in on our conversation, so we can shout out with you and be with us together to celebrate tonight. Back to you,
And
Ali.
for the last time, if you're gonna enjoy today's episode, please give us a like as well. There you go. I just want to say right away. Angel, do you want to say hello to some of our TSTV siblings on the live chat?
Yes, we actually have a lot of people already joining us tonight. The ones who are saying hi on the chat room, because everybody didn't say hi, but if you are on, just please say hi. That's Bayani is here. Mabuhay, mabuhay to you as well. And of course, Roderick Toledo is here. Good evening, ladies. Hello, everyone.
Okay, so my first question is, so what do you feel about today's episode, which is our final episode? You know what? Let's start with you, Angel. You know what? What do you feel about our 100th episode since the pandemic of doing our trans community podcast? Of course, with Sonia and Lee.
Yes, I think it's really bittersweet for me to kind of like end the show. I've enjoyed being with everybody, being like a community with us, like and with our viewers. And of course, with you, Ali, Ate Sonia, and Lee, that we're all together every week as well. But kind of looking back, I've like our first live stream episode, all four of us together, was the trans dating Sangaran ng Pag-ibig back in September 2020. And I believe we spoke Tagalog and Filipino and Taglish during that time. So we've grown so much as like the four of us since then. Like, you know, we've tried like doing more Filipino or Tagalog, and then we tried doing more straight English so that we can, and of course, Ate Sonia showing our picture, all four of us. That's so beautiful. Thank you, Ate Sonia. And so it just shows to prove that we grow, you know, as individuals. And I think it's good that we're surrounded by positive influences. I'm sure it has helped me, like with my relationship changes recently, with all the moves that I had. Like I've moved like what, 4 times, I think, since we started the live stream. I've switched jobs, I think maybe another 3 times since our first episode. So yeah, I have more nuggets and kind of how much I research like on what's it's been in the last since our 100 episodes last year, since 2020. What about you, Ali? How do you feel, or who wants to go next? And maybe Ate Sonia is here, so maybe it's Ate Sonia.
Yeah, you know what? Let's go with Ate Sonia first. Okay, Ate Sonia, the warm-up question is, what do you feel about our final podcast, and what is your expectations tonight?
Oh, so emotional. I don't know, but I'm gonna miss this, and I'm expecting more, for the better, for the best, and we just have to grow up. It's sad, but I'll miss our daily habit, and even the viewers, their daily habit. We will be missed, and later we will cry. Charing, Darna!
There we go. Okay, let's just mute ourselves if we're not talking. So now let's actually proceed to Miss J. Harley Talks. Lee, what do you feel about our final podcast tonight?
I mean, I'm excited to actually hear what y'all think of what your highlights for the podcast are or whatnot. I don't know. I feel kind of okay about it. Weirdly enough, I'm wearing yin and yang right now because like that basically for me signifies balance, and I think like whenever like we do endeavors, like we need to balance stuff. So I think like this is just us trying to say like there's some sort of balance that's going to happen if we want to have more creative pathways, then there are things that have to kind of be let go so that new ideas would spurt forward. So for me, it's quite exciting. The only thing that I probably would say that I would miss the most is learning from the people that are posting on the live chat, and also hearing your all's opinions on certain things, because I probably won't be discussing these things with you even if we're close friends, like if not for us discussing it here in this gathering.
By the way, Ate Sonia, can you give Lee a gold star? She said that in order for us to move on, sometimes we have to like let go of certain things. Yes. So if I could actually give, oh, there you go. Yes, Miss Lee, the first gold star for the night. So if I could answer this question, what do you feel about our final podcast and expectations? We've given all our hearts with all of you, just like you've given all your hearts to us as well, every single week. I'm not sure, maybe like of all the 100 episodes, including today, there might just have been like a few times that we've missed a week or so, but you know what, we really committed ourselves to all of you. And just like any relationship, sometimes it needs to end in order for us to have like better relationships in the future. So but the great thing is we definitely have bonded and have created like a chosen family within our community, and we're very, very thankful to each one of you. So on that note, I'm not going to be the only one asking questions tonight. The four of us actually has individual questions or have individual questions. So without further ado, let's start with Angel for the first question. Angel, what is your question? Because each of us has a different question to ask everybody. And of course, everyone in the live chat can also answer. By the way, Angel, hello, Kuya Ram. Kuya Ram is here as well. Do you want to say hi to Kuya Ram?
Yes. And yeah, so my question to everybody, and for those in the viewers, if you're not prepared, it's okay. Maybe just whatever comes up in the top of your head. It doesn't have to be three. But what's your so we've done like 99 episodes like before today. What's your 3 favorite episodes and why?
So who will be the first? Can you ask?
Okay. Why don't I start with Ate Sonia?
Me, I like what episode? Of course, the first episode will always be memorable to me. That's the one that's embedded in my heart because it just
Which
really,
specific episode is that though? Did you do your homework?
The first one. I was wearing is also in my first episode of Transistors TV. With Miss Lee, I think she was wearing the polka dots. We were all wearing the polka dots, and there was also an episode that she was driving. She came from a shoot. Yes, that's the first one. And so it was just like I was in the middle of. It was the first time for me for a podcast. So thank you, ladies, for really guiding me and to be a better, getting better every day. So that's so memorable to me. And the next one is, of course, on dating. When we talk about on dating live, it was like it was a different views of us on date, on especially on dating, on how we'll treat someone that we are dating online or live dating. So I was, as I've said, I was just like, I was never really opened up in the online dating because I was always in live dating. I was like really face to face dating. So it was different. It was different point of view. And of course, what else? Lots of great episodes. And of course, and the last one is of course the one about when we talk about being, being a transgender in this time. So that was also a great episode. That it was also I would live in the 80s and the 90s, so it was different from their point of view. So I learned a lot also from Miss Lee, Ali, and Angel. So we really have to meet in the middle of that because in my time it was not just that open, but of course we already had a transgender life in Japan, so it was different in the Philippines. So different views, and people were really also learning from it. And me also. Yes, that's my 3 best episodes so far,
Oh,
and lots.
well,
This top three. It's not top three. It has to be top 20. Top 20 for me.
I know it was actually so hard to choose when I was looking for the list also. And it sounds like Ate Sonia, you enjoyed the ones that you kind of was able to see a different perspective of the transgender community being like obviously coming from the 80s and then for us like kind of more recently in difference in dating. And just to let you know, Ate Sonia, we also enjoyed that very much with you because you shared experiences that you had that we probably will never have and never had experienced. So thank you for sharing that and giving us
Yes,
your top.
yes. I'm so happy sharing you, especially my overseas entertainment experiences in Japan. It is one for the books and sharing it with you. And I want you to experience that also. So hopefully that will happen in the near future. But you're doing your life right now, so it's a different perspective. So thank you, ladies. Thank you, my sis. I'll miss you. Oh my God.
Well, thank you,
Can
Ate
I have my
Sonia.
can I have my Benadryl here? Thank you.
Well, I'm gonna be posting the episodes that we will be mentioning tonight in terms of our favorites, so that you can go back on the comments and kind of rewatch those episodes if you are watching this episode. And it's okay to repeat your favorite so that at least I can like tally which one is the ultimate favorite of all 4 of us. So it's okay to repeat that. I'm saying this to everybody on the live chat and all of my co-hosts. Let me go with Lee. What about you? What are your top 3 favorites and why?
Again, I think it's hard to pick, but like I'd say my first one would be the first episode for sure because I was running late and I had to like manage, and I was also wearing black that time, but it wasn't this. It was like just a t-shirt and like because like I was running from like making my every what is it runway is a every walkway is a runway, some sort of thing like that I did before just to showcase like fashion and all of that. So the first one was pretty cool because like I haven't really engaged with Ate Sonia before. That was my first time ever, and it was also nice to kind of talk about like love life and all of that. So it was just interesting to do that. Um, this is hard. Like second one is hard. Like anytime we would talk about like we would do trans 101s, I think I like a lot of that. Like one one is like surgery or no surgery. I think we discussed something like that.
Yeah.
And that was like kind of nice to talk about like, just different perspectives about like being trans regarding making yourself feel more comfortable in your skin and outwardly expressing your gender identity as much as it is aligned with the inside. So that's another one that I think was memorable to me. And it's hard to like, my niece was with me like the last time and she was there for a quick second on film. And I want to say like that's memorable personally to me because I'm just so proud of that girl and like just having like having family that I know like like when I see growing up and see like, oh my God, this is the future and we're helping mold the future and to have somebody with me personally was great. It's not necessarily the episode that I like. It was the feeling that I had during that episode that I personally enjoyed. So I don't know if that you can consider that top three, but anytime anytime that I see comments from viewers that kind of make my mind think, it's a good episode to me, to be honest. Like that's like, and also the first time that Ate Sonia did Fast Track, because that was a nice change of pace.
Yes, as I've said, we kind of grew up a lot like on the show, like from, doing adding fast track on it and kind of like changing it around for our viewers. We actually got very creative on this show as well. And of course, Ali, what are your favorite 3 episodes and why?
There's a lot, and I do agree with Kuya Roderick with one of them, but I will stick with my original answer because it's so hard to pick. And the first one is the Trans Must Have Essentials 101, just like what Lee said. I think that especially for trans women or like the transgender community, I think sometimes like during our time when I transitioned, it was really hard to navigate what essentials you need, but on that episode, we talked about everything, like how to douche, how to, like the things that you need to like wear in order for you to, if you need to hide some of your jewels, like things like that. Like it's like very straight to the point. The second one is aging as a trans woman. I'm a 43 years old transgender woman, and I'm going to be 44 this year. And I feel like aging is something that I'm embracing because, it's part of life. And like what Lee said a while ago, sometimes we need to let go of things in order for things to be reborn and in order for us to have like a better creative flow. And then the third one is the trans mistakes and lessons learned because, like, again, we've experienced like so many we're like the least represented in the country, of course, in terms of population. We also have like the least rights. So it's like we need to be strong as a community and as well as learn from them and, not do the mistakes perhaps that we've done before and perhaps be better role models to the next generation. So those are my top 3 choices.
Aw, thank you for sharing that. I love those episodes as well, but I have my own favorites, and I'm actually gonna cheat because I'm gonna mention like 5 special mentions. I also love that the trans must-haves essentials 101. So I agree with Ali and Lee with that. And then I love the episode about validation. I think it's kind of like it's just close to my heart because like validation is a term that we use within our close group, and I think bringing it out and sharing it with everybody also like helped out. And then I love when Ali shared about her hair transplant experience. I think that's so brave of you to share it with all of us when we actually spoke in detail on what things you had to do like over a year ago. And of course, you're sharing it now. Thank you so much for showing and nice progress. I remember when it just happened, you want to speak about the hair transplant? Okay,
Well,
you're just sharing.
the one thing that I learned from one of my coworkers was he said that one of the best investment that we can make in life is if we invest on what will make us feel confident. Because at the end of the day, if you don't feel your best, if you don't have that confidence within you, it doesn't matter what people say. If you're not comfortable with your own skin, with what your version is of what's beautiful, then you're never gonna be happy. And I can say that after doing the hair transplant, my anxiety level has lowered. I know that it sounds very vain, but that was like a very important part of me, especially as a woman. I mean, the hair is like the number one thing, and that's something that I was not blessed with. And so I had to do something to invest on it. And I'm happy that at least it looks better than when I did not do it before. There you go. I would just say that if you guys want to do something to boost your confidence, do it. Don't think of what other people are going to say. Because at the end of the day, it's your life, it's your body, and it's your decision.
Yeah, well, body dysphoria is real, especially in the trans community. So we shouldn't have stigma on people choosing to do surgeries or choosing to do changes in their bodies, especially if it will make their lives or quality of life better. So thank you again, Ali, for sharing your experience with us here on Transistors TV. And then, of course, we all love Miss Universe. So among the Miss Universe episodes and reaction Miss Universe that we have, my favorite really was like when we spoke about specifically with Katrina de Maranan, because like, you know, we all have our own personal kind of relationships also with her. And I just love it when we talk about Miss Universe. We're always more lively, we're always so happy. And of course, it's Miss Universe season. We're even like correlating our red with Darna right now because Celeste Cortesi is doing a great job during the preliminary. So good luck, Celeste Cortesi. Celeste Cortesi, Philippines! And of course, I love talking about the transgender in the workplace as well. As we all know, it's very important for us to show the world, the universe rather, that we as transgender people can also have like decent jobs, other jobs, and professional jobs, and we could accelerate and be a good service to our community on whatever platform it is. I'm mixing all Miss Universe, but my actual top three. So those are my special mentions. My top three, the first one would be transgender voice. So on this particular episode, Ali like kind of was losing her voice. So I actually did the research and did the initial hosting, and I had more high regards for Ali for doing a lot of the research and hosting, and it's my personal favorite because of the personal reason. So it's really because like some of my stand-up comedy is about voice. That's one of my most that's one of my insecurities in being transgender, is kind of like having a lower voice. So I feel like talking about that topic was very important to me. And I think we spoke out about not just the dysphoria, but also like different things that we can do for the voice, like changing the voice and this and that, surgical or non-surgical. And then my second favorite is similar to Miss Lee and Ate Sonia, is our first episode, the Trans Dating Sa Ngalan ng Pag-ibig. Of course, it's our first episode, and I think it was nice speaking freely, like you can be Taglish, like Filipino English, but then of course we had a lot of viewers who doesn't understand Filipino, so we had to like kind of give way to our non-English speaking viewers. But that's our first, so it was super nice. I'm not yet so used to like talking to Ate Sonia at that time. So of course I love hearing all the stories, because it's the first time I'm hearing like Ate Sonia stories during that time as well. And of course, my favorite among everything, and I think I've referenced this topic so many times, like on the other episodes, it's because it's the first time I kind of knew about the idea, and it really made sense. That there's something like this, when we spoke about love languages. I think that's my favorite. I think it's like research. I've never thought about it, and I'm actually applying it in my daily lives. So I think love language is my favorite among all of the episodes, as far as content is concerned, because it's really like an eye-opening for me. So that's it. Oh, let me read some comments. Let me see what people's like favorite episodes are as well. So first of all, hello to everybody who's also joining. Kuya Ram, hi Michael Gregory. Roderick Toledo said, sad but excited to what's next for you ladies. Oh, thank you. Same for us here. Teacher Karen is here, sad but looking forward to what's next. Roderick Toledo's favorite episode. So AllyCat already mentioned that she also agrees with Kuya Roderick. The 3 reasons to trust God. It made Roderick believe and have faith strong, and faith stronger. I guess his beliefs and faith stronger. Oh, that's so nice to hear that we're influencing our viewers as well. Thank you for sharing that, Kuya Roderick. Teacher Karen said, I like the episode about compromise. I've learned so much about you all, but about myself as well. Setting boundaries was easy cognitively, but in practice, it's difficult, especially with people you love. I think I remember that, Teacher Karen. You were like commenting so much on during that episode because we like relate with each other. Thank you very much for that, and thank you for being here pretty much consistently and kind of giving your nuggets and your like. We value your opinion as very much, but mostly, Teacher Karen continues on self-love, including acceptance of your flaws, strengths, your past, your current situation, and facing adversities head on, being brave for oneself. I'm sure you will be like phoenixes rising from the ashes. But I don't consider this ashes though. I think it's more like rainbow after a pot of gold. Di ba?
I love it. Wait, okay, gold star. Ate Sonia, can you give Angel a gold star?
Thank you. Thank you. And Teacher Karen continues, yes, that was so brave of you. I'm not sure what the context is. And my favorite thing here is the interaction with everyone here. I love you all. Oh, we love you also, Teacher Karen. We're gonna make everybody cry here. Teacher Samuel Munoz said, hey, having fun? Why is this the last podcast? So maybe we're gonna answer that in a little bit if it wasn't answered yet by everybody. And then 3 different kinds of love, like eros, filio, and agape? Question mark. That wasn't the love languages, but good try. And then I don't remember the episode title, so all are my favorites. That's what Samuel said. And then Dax Bayani said, oh my God, Angel, remember our Miss Universe game at the Galleria where we enumerate all the countries alphabetically? Yes, we always do that. We compete with each other. We have to know all the countries. So it actually helped us with world history class. And then Jose Antonio Martinez said, congratulations on your 100th episode and best of luck with your next venture. Thank you, John T. And Samuel Munoz also laughed. I think that's all of the comments for now. Back to you, Ali, who's gonna ask next.
Let's Ate Sonia, let's do Ate Sonia's question next. Ate Sonia, it's your turn to host and ask the question.
Yes, ladies. Question number 1. Are you ready for this question, Miss Lee? Pageant, Miss Universe. So, for me, where did I write? So, what do you like most about having this platform? What do you like most for having this platform?
I mean, I think again, I think it's just knowing you more, like knowing all of you more deeply. Like there, like when we talked about like being trans in overseas places, like I don't know the situation right now in the Philippines because I haven't lived there for a long time, although I'm Filipino. So I don't know if that has improved since I migrated here to America. I also don't know the situation in Japan, and I know like it's gonna be different, like in different places. So like what I like most about the platform is being able to discuss stuff that I'm very passionate about. I have like one of the least filters when it comes to like my advocacies with the trans community, and also like, you know, what laws are trying to stop like what laws that are being passed or are trying to stop us from being our authentic self. So just having a place to manage my crazy brain is nice, and also trying to educate and be educated. My dad said like when I was like 12 that my teacher is not my teacher, and that resounded to me so much because like that just means my teacher is myself. I'm My teacher is my guide, and I myself teaches me what I really need to learn in life. So when I see your comments here, they become guiding tools also for me to change my perspective or open my mind so that I have like a wider array of knowledge, and it's cool to know other people's perspectives, especially when it comes to challenging ideals.
Always, I always learn a lot from Miss Lee. Thank you, Miss Lee. I'll miss those wonderful answers of yours. So for a while, I'll be spaced out without hearing your answers and voice. Dear Ali, what can you say about what did you learn about this platform?
Okay, so after Miss Arizona's question, what do you like most about having this platform? I believe that what I like most about this platform is the community that we have. First and foremost, I think I'm very thankful for all our trans allies as well. Because it's not because of you hearing our trans stories, our trans perspective, and being open-minded about the struggles that we go through, and at the same time supporting us with the things that we advocate for. That for me is something that I am very that's one thing that I really like about this platform is we basically learn from everyone, and in return we are also an advocate for them, and as well as an ally for the things that they believe in. So for me, it's the whole community that I like most about this platform, because we're basically doing the topics every week, you know, as how we want to grow as, you know, as humans, you know, like it's the humanity aspect of it that's most important. And for me, we've achieved that here on Trans Users TV, especially on our community podcast every week. You know, and even if English is not our first language, we chose to speak English because we want to cater as well to our non-Tagalog speaking friends from all over the world, because that's how important you all are to us. So that's my answer to your question, Sonia.
Very well said, Miss Washington DC. Yes, it is we reach out to all, a big community, and that's very important. And of course, next is our guardian, Angel.
Oh, thank you for that wonderful question, Miss Sonia from the Philippines.
Thank you. Parang Miss World.
I know.
Miss World, diba? It's
Well,
like Miss World.
Well, I love this platform that we have because, first of all, we are on different places, all four of us, and all our viewers are also on different places around the world. So I feel like just being able to have that conversation with each other, kind of on the same time, same place, even though the place is like virtual. I think it's amazing that we can get our voices across, our views across, and hear each other's kind of different voices and opinions. So even though we're all pretty much similar, like we're Filipina transgender women from the Philippines and who have lived outside the Philippines, our views doesn't necessarily mean it's all the same. Like we would have our own different views. So I feel like it was really a great platform to kind of give that diversity to everybody who's watching. That you can't stereotype all transgender women just because we all have different lives, different views, different things that we do. And then part of my research when I started like looking, since we started on that translating series in September 2020, although I cannot particularly know if it's coming from our podcast or from our other shorts that Ali and I did, or the things that Ali has been posting, for example, about her hair transplant. Pretty much during that period, we've had like more than 100,000 views, and it's all over the world. You know, our subscribers doubled pretty much. Like so, almost half of the subscribers are coming from during that time period, you know. So I feel like really in terms of getting our opinions, our voices across and educating other people, and us also being educated, because during our live stream we always like get our viewers type in their comments and we also learn from each other. So I think it was a great platform to have that, like to have a community and to have conversation with each other on various topics. So that's my favorite about this platform. Thank you.
Thank you very much, guardian angel. Yes, for me, what I love is part. It really opened me up to my God. I never knew I would be doing this and really reaching out to people. And Ali, my God, thank you, and Angel and Slee. I, I never in my wildest dream that I would be doing a platform like this for, you know, never. That there's no word to to say, but and it really just really most amazing is that there are viewers, there are followers, there are people that are engaging with us, and I mean, who are we? Who are we for them to listen? Who are we? We're just that dot on that big coloring book. We are just the dot, but with that dot, it just colors their world, especially the viewers. And I think that really it's the power of the voice. You just have to really say it and people relate. And this platform, I've learned a lot from this. I've learned a lot from you. It's really wonderful, sister. So I hope that we will keep doing this individually or together again. Of course, I would love it together again. That's our the power of four. Sure, isn't it? So a lot of a great platform, not just for the LGBT, but for all the it's the whole community, and they're understanding that. So thank you. Just so grateful for this platform. Just so grateful. It's a blessing from God. Thank you. Arigato gozaimasu.
Arigato. Yes, Angel, go ahead. Please read some comment. I love that Ate Sonia. Angel, can you give Ate Sonia a big star?
I didn't have a star, but I'm gonna give you a heart.
A heart? Yeah!
Tumitibok-tibok pa.
That was a great answer, Ate Sonia. Love you. Okay, Angel, go ahead with our TSTV siblings comments.
Well, hello, Salmon is my caller. Welcome. And Samuel Munoz said, your platform opened in multiple ways, not only in the transgender subject, but because you included people of all sorts of life. Samuel said, I hope Miss Guatemala wins. Have you seen her? And thank you, Ali. Miss Philippines is stunning. We all love Miss Universe. We all come alive after thought about Miss Universe. Roderick Toledo said, the most important for me is to be introduced to you three wonderful ladies, Ali, Angel, Miss Lee. I know Sonia for the longest time, so it's nice to know and meet you here. Thank you. Nice to meet you here also. Thank you, Ate Sonia, for bringing a lot of your friends here that we met. A lot of amazing people from the Philippines and all over the world that you know, Ate Sonia.
Thank you. And hope you can meet Roderick when he's in California. So
yes, please let us know.
Or in DC. Thank you. More to come.
Yes. And then Teacher Karen said, I love that everyone's opinions here matter. Hugs and kisses, Ate Sonia or Aunt Sonia. Thank you. And that is correct. All of the opinions matter. We made sure that we read the comments. Sometimes Ali would be correcting me if I miss somebody on the comments. So please comment. Just keep commenting tonight and we'll keep reading your comments. And then Michael Gregory said, I am sad this show is coming to an end. Aww. Hugs, Michael. Well, we'll always be here. And just so for those, please follow us on Instagram. We're gonna have our own thing as well. And the channel will always be active. So it's just the podcast that we're gonna stop for now, and then we'll see where things would go or how much more creative we can be. Back to you, Ali.
Okay, yes. Now it's time to go with Lee's question. Lee, what is your question that you have for everyone, both with our TSTV siblings? I mean, your question, basically.
Actually, my question more is like, what is like a message? So what can you say? Like, what message would you like to impart to like the people who supported us? Like for how long has it been? Like almost 2 years or more than like 2 years?
It's more than 2 years, yeah.
So yeah, what's like the message that you would like to impart? Because like I know like a lot of people as we are seeing in the comments are saying like it's sad that it's ending and whatnot. So what message would you like to let them know? And for the viewers, what message would you like to let the people in the community know, and also us maybe?
Who do you want to go first? Lee, you have to host this question.
I'm hosting this question, so I don't know who to want. Like the one who's wearing red goes first. Ally, go first.
Okay, so to answer Lee's question, what message do you want to impart to our brothers and sisters who are with us every week? So that's basically with everyone, our TSTV siblings in the live chat. I think the message that I want to impart is we never knew, just like what Ate Sonia said, that we could host such a podcast. And I think in a way, some way, somehow, we've become leaders. I never knew that in a way we would be so disciplined in coming up with a topic every week that we really work hard for. Where even if we agree or disagree, in the end, there's that respect that we have for each other. And that's one thing that I'm going to miss the most, among our viewers, because we're not really going to be doing this if not because of everyone who joins us every week. If not because of them, we're not going to be doing this. We're not going to be having our 100th episode today. But just like what Angel says, sometimes some things need to end. And just like what Lee said, we need to let go of certain things in order for us to be able to broaden our creativity in other ways. And just like what everyone said, we may end the podcast, but that doesn't mean that we're going to go anywhere. It's just that, honestly, it's like we just need to think of other ways in order for us to be able to, broaden our horizon and, fly higher. Because really, honestly, all of you are the wind beneath our wings. And I'm forever grateful to each and every one of you. So that's the message that I want to impart to everyone who joins us all the time. And I really, really love all of you from the bottom of my heart. Barely. Go ahead. It's happy tears.
I mean, Ally, who's gonna follow that? Okay, Angel, just balance it for me, please.
I agree. It's hard to follow that, and I can feel obviously Ali's sentiments, and one of the things when we actually thought about like kind of moving forward from doing podcasts, the first thing I thought about is we have to let the viewers know. The last thing I want our viewers to think is that we're abandoning all of you. We're not doing this because we're abandoning you. It's because we also want to be more creative in the things that we will be doing. And again, we will be here. Having that said, one of the things that I really value the most in doing this and is the community. I think that's pretty much what kept us alive kind of every week. We can talk all we want, but if nobody's listening and nobody's engaging, and if we're not like learning from more people, we wouldn't be continuing and we wouldn't have gone this far in kind of doing this. So really, I think this podcast really taught me how important community is, and how much more fun it is with community, how much more creative we can be with community, how much more we could learn with community. And I think so I guess that we keep the community together. I hope you guys reach out, message with us, and support us also, I guess, in whatever things that we're going to be doing. Same with you, if you're doing anything that you want us to support, at like, for example, with Ate Sonia have mentioned, let's say, things like the Jonty's birthday, for example, with the kids, So we also want to reach out. We also want to be able to be part of your community, not just you being part of our community. So if there's anything, let us know. And I think we should continue being a community. And so that's one of the most important things I think that I've learned from doing this show is how important community is. And I want to keep learning from that and keep moving forward with that community.
It's hard to like try to unmute myself, but like thanks, Angel, so much. I mean, I think we all share the same sentiments when it comes to the people that leave messages on the chat. It just makes you more excited to like say more things, or just because it's a difference of opinion and it's fresh sometimes. Like we kind of all know each other a little more because we've been doing it for like a while. So Ate Sonia, are you ready?
My message to, to the people, to our community, to our viewers, or well, as you said, when I first heard of this, I feel like, oh my god, I was in the middle of something, so it was just like everything fall in my face, and I said, oh my god, am I'm alone. I felt the loneliness. Oh my god, but I prayed and said, God, there is always a reason for everything, and a door will open, and we will be learning from this and growing from this and making things a better things for us. So my message to everyone is, do not stop achieving things, do not stop learning, do not stop believing in yourself, do not stop, if you have doubts, please follow your gut, follow your gut. And in our own little way, the four of us, we believe that we have reached out, and of course we are not professionals, but we base it on our experiences, and we base it on reaching out to all of you. That, and we, as I've said, it is just so flattering that we are we are very effective to the people that who are listening and watching in us, and they also give their points of view. So my message is just be true to yourself and believe in yourself, and yes, you will see each other again. Don't worry. We're just here. Your girl for all season. Summer, winter, fall. So we're here. So don't worry. Very is good, but of course tomorrow will not. Tomorrow will be a new day. So my message, just keep going. We'll just have to keep going and wait for us. Thank you. Arigatou gozaimasu. Itsumo. Thank you every day.
Ate Sonia, honestly, it's such an honor to have like met you throughout and like discuss things with you for like 100 episodes. You've paved the way for a lot of us, I know. So just so you know, like it's been such an honor. You're an amazing person, and don't ever feel like you're a small dot, because like you're all the colors of the rainbow. Every time you speak, I just like feel like a lot of I know you've been through a lot, and I really feel like thank you so much for still bringing light, not only to us four, but like to all the people that follow. Like a lot of people that are here, y'all, are friends of Ate Sonia. So look at how impactful Ate Sonia is, and she's still not done. It's not over. I know it. Message to viewers. So I was in Tennessee. My mom sings in the choir of a non-denominational church in her village. And surprisingly enough, when they were handing us pamphlets, it had stars in it with words. And I just want to share with you, like, this is what my sister-in-law got. It says, if you can't see it, it says travel. That's 1 star. So I feel like part of us being creative is to be able to explore more. And with us not having to do the podcast like weekly, we most probably would be able to enrich ourselves by traveling more often and not having that time constraint. Um, Second is discernment. And that's from like my brother got that star. Um, to me, like it's that time when we travel, when we try to learn, it's the time for us to try to have stuff absorb into our systems and like take away stuff that we don't necessarily need. And the third star, which I got, which I kind of felt like, oh my God, these stars are all good for us, is imagination. Um, so I just wanted to share with y'all because like I think the universe was giving me a message saying that we all need to start to create, and we all like the viewers, you know, we're not really gone. If you could still follow us on social media and we could still chat there when we have free time and whatnot. And you can still like reach us. We're just like you. We're just like normal people with a passion to come together. And I just want to also thank Ali for making sure that we get our asses on TV every week so that we can do this together. If not for you, like we probably won't like this won't happen. And you created such a great community. So thank you so much, Ali. Um, and Angel for keeping things in check too.
Oh, oh my gosh. I thought I won't be crying and I'm crying. Angel, can you please read some TSTV sibling? Some of our great comments.
There's actually a lot of comments. Let me see. So Samuel Munoz says, not a coincidence that she's your older sister, Angel. This is not the end. It's a new beginning. You four still may do the podcast every month, every 3 months, every 6 months, or whenever you want. Is that a request, Samuel? Thank you. I love hearing that. You will be missed by truly yours. You are fantastic four, but I'm sure you're also fantastic individually. Any of you volunteer to teach me Tagalog? Oh, see, so maybe that's another creative thing that we can do is teach Tagalog. Nice to know, Miss Lee. And don't make me cry, especially you, Ali. This is Samuel, Ali saying that. And then let me go back. So Lena said, hi, Lena. Welcome. Being vulnerable allows walls to fall, take down the walls we have built, and allow love to transpire. I really believe that Transistors TV is a place where walls were taken down to share our views and perceptions, and through that we had more sympathy for each other's preferences and views. Thank you for putting that into perspective. I think I totally agree with that. I think we became more open, we became more honest. And it's hard to talk in public, you know, and kind of like doing this, we're talking in public, but we were open and honest, and I surprised myself on the things that I was able to say in front of everybody and with people who we don't know, because anybody can watch the show. Salmon is my caller said, I came in late. Oh my God, this show is ending? ? That's really so sad to hear. 4 of you ladies have been so inspirational and have inspired me personally. It has been so great to know you all. Oh my God, I don't like people saying goodbye to us. It's not goodbye, we're still gonna be here. Reverend Reina said, I'm here, ladies. Happy New Year. Salma is my caller, continues, but I do understand, and I really hope to see you four in movies. Yes, please, in movies, shows, and continue to be community leaders. A documentary on Ate Sonia's life need to happen. Ate Sonia, see, I told you, you should start writing a script. see, we're like already thinking about different creative things that we can do all together. And and interestingly, that's kind of a lot of like when we did the episode about like the new year, a lot of the new year's resolution is actually to be more creative. So this is kind of part of that also. I feel like obviously we've done it for 100 episodes, so I feel like kind of thinking outside the box will be fun also. So and then Reverend Reina said, "Why are you ending the show? I came in late. I really love this show. I have grown so much by watching all of you and learning from you. Every one of the topics that you've had have been enlightening." Thank you, Reverend Reina. And thank you for being such an active listener, also an active viewer for us. We always love your point of view and visual reflections as well. All of you are powerful inspirations and light of love and pure bliss to all that you come in contact with. Thank you, Reverend Reina. Mom is here. Love, love, love you all. God bless us always. Yes, thank you. And Samuel is my caller. Laughed. LOL. Thank you, everybody, for leaving comments. Back to you, Ali.
Thank you so much for that. So I'm gonna be asking the final question. So the final question would be, what is your final message to our panel and viewers? What is your final message to our panel and viewers? Let's start with Ate Sonia. Yes. Ate Sonia, go ahead.
Oh, I think we've been messaging everybody. For me, my final message is this is not the end. This is the beginning of something. And please, viewers, our allies there, what we've shared, keep it in mind. What you've shared, we also treasure it in your points of view, and just it's not the ending of things. So as Angel said, we're just here, and always we've always shared we always said that self-love is very important. So think about love, think about hope, and hold on to your faith, because that's the one thing we got, and believe in it, and you know it will make things happen. And I I am just lost of words, but all I can say is to people, we plan, of course, for the future, but indefinitely, this was not part of the plan of my life, and it just happened. This podcast, and so be always ready for great, beautiful things to happen, because it's a great big world despite the uncertainties. So, as I've said, love, hope, and faith. So that's my share on you to all of you, because and be strong at the end of the day, because that's very important. And believe on who are you believing, the God of what you are believing. Hold on to that, because that's your last straw. Hold on to that. Arigato gozaimasu. I'll miss you, ladies. I'll miss the viewers. I'll miss the show, but we will be back. Darna!
Love you, Ate Sonia. And please follow her on all her social, Sonia the only one. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Sonia Agbayani. Okay, Miss Lee, how about you? How will you answer the final question? What is your final message to our panel and viewers?
I mean, to the panel, thanks for just making my life crazy each week. Crazy with like new opinions and new perspectives that make my head like hurt sometimes, make my heart race, make my blood boil, and also make me smile and laugh. It's just like it's nice to have a place to actually like share my thoughts instead of like always just keeping it in my head. It's nice to have like an outlet. So thank you for creating that, the both of you. I know it's still gonna happen again in the future because I think we filled a void that people needed, and as soon as something that is more feasible can happen, I know like we're gonna all try to create something that would fill that void that we're gonna leave open. To the viewers, I know I ramble a lot, but if you can just take away one thing from everything that we've said, is I hope like you just learn to make sure that you put your love for yourself first amongst any other. Just learn to authentically love yourself. I still am trying to learn that, and it's not easy. It's like one of the most difficult things. But once you've done that, it's I feel like once you have like a really genuine love for you, then it's so much easier to forgive like other people, stay more grounded, try to love people that annoy the hell out of you. And what else? Like I still want to say one more thing. And please just Angel said like before, we're not sure what heaven looks like, so just try to make heaven like the place that you're living at now. So if you can like do that by loving I think like you can really really achieve that by honestly and genuinely loving yourself. So please, your takeaway would be that, and also follow me on Instagram and TikTok, Miss J Harley Talks. Thank you.
Oh, I love that, Lee. I love you, Ate Sonia. Okay, so I'll go next. So, what is your final message to our panel and viewers? First and foremost, when we started this, I started it with my cat, Skittles. I always kiss Skittles with me all the time, and of course, as you all know, if you do not know, Skittles was my cat. When I also started my YouTube channel, Skittles was with me, and you were also all there for me when he passed away. So, I mean, first and foremost, Skittles, I love you. I know you always look after me. But my message to everyone is, first and foremost, to trust in God or trust in your God, whoever your God is. I always believe that there's always a higher being that really looks after all of us. And I'm really, really thankful to God to have met all of you. And I've grown as a person, as an individual, as a proud transgender woman. And it's funny because Ate Sonia said this, and I want to say it again. Like my favorite verse from the Bible is, of these three remain, faith, hope, and love. And the most powerful of these three is love. And Transistors TV would not have been possible if the core of what we have isn't love, because we did everything with love. And we love each and every one of you. And from the bottom of our hearts, really, I know that we will see each other again. But for the meantime, sometimes it's just that you have certain things to do. But forever grateful to have you in our lives and in our hearts. Angel, it's your turn. What is your final message to our panel and viewers?
Well, Ate Sonia, I love you. I love hearing all your stories. I want to be like you when I grow up, still full of energy, still full of love, still may asim pa. You know?
I still have the groove.
I would love to be able to experience everything experienced, but I know you're on a different level. You're like so good. Thank you for sharing all your experiences. I can live from those stories that you share with us, and I'm sure we're gonna keep working together on a different capacity.
Yes.
Yeah. We just don't know yet
Better.
on what kind. And so again, with the viewers, you can see that we're not really like saying goodbye to each other. We are keep each other as family, and I hope you guys also stay with us with that. And then Lee, of course, similar to you, sometimes I also get a lot of headaches. Sometimes listening from you just because your opinion is like so uh authentically you, and kind of really I know where it's coming from. I know it's for the betterment of the community. I know how active it is, like it's really like actively to change the world. um which for me, I kind of like, me, and we're gonna keep hanging out, so we know we're gonna keep talking about this, or kind of like having different point of view and different and kind like, anyways, for me it's like living, and then for you it's like the world kind of. But anyways, at least that's my opinion how it is. And sometimes it's just too much for me to listen to at that particular time. And then, of course, Ali, you're my sister. So I love you so much. Thank you so much for doing all the work every week. Again, I shared earlier that when I did the show, The Voice, I see how hard it is to kind of come up with an episode, to come up with a topic, to come up, and then kind of being here, and then maybe sometimes even criticized for all the work that you've done. So all the 100 episodes, Ali did most of the work for those. We were all here, and thank you so much for being there for all three of us and all of our viewers, and making sure that we are consistent. Like there would be weeks wherein we're like, can't we just rest for this week if you're doing this and doing that? And Ali's like, no, we can probably move it to this day or this day, because so thank you very much for our audiences who are also who have adjusted with us with the different dates that we actually did our episodes. Mom was our biggest fan. Like mom would like give us feedback and would actually like really want the show to be successful. And of course Ate Sonia's friends, everybody was here. A lot of giving perspective. I can't just enumerate everybody, just because if I start doing that, I'm afraid that I'm gonna miss one. But sometimes all of the support that you guys give us, it's never not appreciated. We might not be able to verbalize it, we might not be able to remember a lot of the things, but it's the feeling that you brought us. So thank you so much for everybody who have also been watching us, like maybe once or twice, thrice, fourth, like as Melanie Marquez does. So yeah, I'm just so grateful to all of us here, all of our community here. And there's the only message I can say is thank you, because it's been such an amazing experience. Yeah. I'll read some comments.
Yes, some comments.
In the show. Where would I go? Let's see. Wow, there's a lot of comments because I haven't been looking on my phone.
Have a cake, please. For our last episode. Have a cake.
Yes, thank you.
I think it starts with Reverend Rina.
Reverend Rina said every one of the topics that you've had have been enlightening. Someone else, it might be easier to type that talking in public, Angel, because I shared that, like we were kind of sharing a lot of things in public. Salmon is called laugh out loud. Reverend Reina said, all of you are powerful inspirations and light of love and pure bliss to all that you come in contact with. Oh my God, did I go back to it? So here, and I thank you, Ali and Angel, because you were so kind to invite me to your podcast. Reverend Rina said, please don't dim your light. Don't lessen your individual and collective importance. The world needs you as individuals and as a group. And I also say that to all of our viewers, not just to all of us hosts here. Don't dim your light. And we're going to be here. If you have problems and you need like self-help stuff, all our 100 episodes will still be available for all of you. Maybe just go back to those topics and comment, and then we can comment back. Wednesday, Von TC said R.I.P. Lisa Marie Presley. Is that true? And then Samuel Munoz said it was such a blessing. We all had a special connection. I agree with that. Reverend Reina said maybe you can do a quarterly podcast or once a month podcast or biannual podcast. These are just ideas. And yes, we'll take all of those suggestions in. We're going to be talking about it and see what's best on what form or what other creative ways we can do. I wouldn't know yet at this time. Lena said, absolutely difficult to answer some of these questions. Same, Lena. It's so hard. Samuel Munoz said, of course, Miss Lee and Miss Sonia were also a blessing to me. I know I still will see you around. And yes, you will. Lena, much props to you all. Samuel Munoz says, will you, Angel and Ally, take different paths? I don't know, because we're still gonna be here for each other. So that's a loaded question. It sounds like a whole episode. Sounds like the next episode. So join us next week. Oh no, I'm just kidding. We're gonna take a break next week for sure. Salmon is my caller. Said, like some of the comments and panel said, it's not the ending, but the beginning. I believe in you ladies, and I truly believe you four will be successful in your new endeavors. Samuel Munoz said, we can make earth like heaven, Miss Lee. Love that line. Reverend Reina, Reverend Reina said, love you, Lee, more than you know. And then Ate Candy is here. Hi, Ate Candy. Hugs, hugs, hugs. Emojis.
Belated happy birthday.
Belated happy birthday. I'll miss you tomorrow. I won't be there. Reverend Reina said, love you, Angel. Love you, Ally. And love you, Sonia. Samuel Munoz said, amen. Reverend Reina said, you are filled with love and I love you. Oh my God, the comments are just keeps coming. Reverend Reina said, I am always here to help and serve all of you. Kuya Ram said, love you all. Hope to see you all soon. Yes, please. Please let us know if you're in Los Angeles. We would love to see you, me and Lee. Of course, just let us know. And we're gonna make sure that we make time for each other. Lena said, clap, clap, clap. And that's why Bayani said, until next time, heart, heart, heart. Queer Roderick said, thank you, ladies, for the 100 episodes with you and those who are here in the community. May the higher being bless us all with good health and good life. Oh, if anybody wants to send us your photos, we would love to see how you look like. All of our viewers, I would love to see that, so that we can at least maybe have a community board. And yeah, I would love that. That's my request for everybody who's watching. If you can send us your photos, you can DM us on Instagram. I think that's the best way to send. Or sisters like Angel and Ally at gmail.com. You can email us there as well. Reverend Reina said, yes, Lisa Presley passed away a few hours ago at the age of 54. Wow, so young. Samuel Munoz says, ha ha ha. Ate Sonia message, love you all and thank you. And I see Ate Sonia cry. Reverend Reina said, my birthday is Sunday. Advance happy birthday, Reverend Reina. She's going to be 44. And thanks,
Happy
sis.
18th birthday.
18th birthday.
Happy birthday. Here's cake.
See, there's a cake for you. And Reverend, thanks, Cicely. Love you, girl. And Ate Candy said, thank you. Continue inspiring. Your show might end, but the love will stay. Congratulations to all of you. And you are all deeply appreciated. And I think that's the last of our comments. Ally, please close the show.
On that note, let's close this with a prayer. In the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Lord, thank you so much for 100 episodes of being one as a community. We all do this for you first and foremost. If not because of you, we're nothing. Please help all of us. Angel, Ate Sonia, Lee, all of our brothers and sisters in the live chat, that all of our dreams and wishes will come true. And please let them know that we're here for them. And with your guidance, we will see the path on our next journey. And we know, Lord, that you are with us in every step of the way. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Until next time, all of you on Transfers TV, we love you so
Man.
much. I love
Thank
you
you so
guys.
much.
Love you.
Bye. Happy
Bye.
100.
Bye.